So, we have all been so busy talking about WWDC and what happened last week that we totally missed that there's a secret Apple event coming up. Also, welcome to Season 10. All right, here we go. So first up for the day, story numero uno. We thought for a second, just a second, that we might get to see a little peek, just a wee little peek-see of Apple's upcoming AR/VR headset at WWDC. But alas, we did not get to see. We've been hearing about this product for years. We've been hearing about all the delays that it has encountered, but it finally seems like things are getting narrowed down. And the news might surprise you. I hate myself. Anyhow, we have a new update coming in the form of Kuo-Ming Chi tweets, Kuo saying that the AR/VR headset will hit EVT stage in the third quarter of this year. EVT standing for Engineering Validation Test in manufacturing. And this is the interesting part. This is where he says that Apple will be holding a special event in January. Now, if you're an Apple fan, right, you keep track of this stuff, then you know that Apple never holds events in January. The last time that there was any sort of Apple event in the month of January was in 2010. It was January 27th, and that is when Apple announced the iPad, like the first one. That's right. The last time that there was an Apple event in January, Steve Jobs was, not dead. He continues to say that a development toolkit of the headset will be available within 2 to 4 weeks after the event has happened, and that pre-orders for regular people like you and me will start in the second quarter of 2023. And finally, if all goes well, all goes according to plan, this thing will be in stores by the next WWDC. I feel like you don't need me to say this, but this is kind of crazy. Like, we've been talking about this thing for years, and it seems like this is never going to be tangible, like it's never going to happen, but it seems we're finally at the finish line. And if Apple is going to be going out of their way, going out of their normal schedule to hold a special event in the month of January, they must think they have something pretty special. Personally, though, I do not get this. I don't get it yet. But that's exactly what I need, isn't it? I need Apple to get on stage and tell me why this matters, why this is different than other VR headsets that are out there, and why I should care. And by the looks of it, they're pretty confident in this thing, so I'm very curious. So a secret special Apple event at the beginning of next year, in January, it is. But I can't help myself. What else is going to be there? I mean, what are the chances that we are only going to see this headset at the event? There's no way, right? There has to be more. Any guesses in the comments? Here, will you type your guesses? I'm gonna pay some bills. Don't go anywhere though. There's more show after this. Oh no, you didn't think that browsing in incognito mode actually protects your privacy, right? Without added security, you might as well be putting all of your private data in a cute little box with a cute little bow and just handing it over to advertisers, hackers, and your ISP. IPVanish helps you safely browse the internet by encrypting 100% of your data, like passwords, communications, browsing history, and more. Even your physical location will be a secret. Use IPVanish on an unlimited amount of devices without sacrificing any speed, and right now you can get 70% off of their yearly plan with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just go to ipvanish.com/FPT and use code FPT to get started today. And of course, a huge thanks to IPVanish for sponsoring this episode of... Alright, so last up for the day, story numero lasto. The iPad Pro is kind of big. Well, at least one of them is. 12.9 inches is currently the largest size that you can get in iPad land. And that is already a lot of inches. That's almost as big as my dick. Well, a new leak from Ross Young, who is currently sitting at 92.9% accurate on Apple Track, he tweeted that there is a 14.1-inch iPad Pro in the works. 14 point... what? Why? According to him, it will have a mini LED panel and ProMotion, and he's guessing a time frame of early 2023. Is that also coming at the January event? That is so large. That's going to be like holding a small child. Except at least a small child comes with a calculator app. That is not even an iPad anymore. That is just a problem. 14 inches is almost too big to use as an iPad. Can you even iPad if the iPad is the size of a car window? It's like Apple is just making this in order to sell another Magic Keyboard accessory to people, but bigger, because you can't use your last one. No, this iPad is bigger, so you need bigger keyboard. Listen, at this point, MacBook. Okay, just buy a MacBook. If you buy this, a 14-inch iPad, what are you doing with your life? I wonder if the 11-inch iPad Pro will stick around, or if everything will just sort of move up in size, where our only options for iPad Pro are 12.9 inches of iPad Pro or 14.1 inches of iPad Pro. But you know what? This also lines up with what Gurman said a while ago, claiming that Apple was experimenting with larger iPads that featured larger screens and a fully glass back to support wireless charging. Though lately, more recent rumors point to Gurman being wrong about that, and instead of a glass back, like a full glass back, the iPad will simply have a larger Apple logo on the back made of glass to facilitate that wireless charging. First of all, can you imagine wirelessly charging an iPad? And two, can you imagine wirelessly charging a 14-inch iPad? This thing is going to be charging just on thoughts and prayers, like just barely hanging on. Kinda just like me.